We kick things off with Thursday, and the writing was on the wall for a Reserve Bank interest rate hike after this bad news on inflation.
It's the last thing borrowers wanted to hear, and today's inflation figures could spell trouble for millions.
Everything's gone up.
Pretty much everything's gone up. 21.5% increase in electricity over the past 12 months. You know, meat, lamb and goat up over 10%.
Electricity and goat? It's always the things you just can't live without. And a real double whammy for electric goat owners. So who's to blame? The PM? The Treasurer? No, it turns out it's the usual suspects. Foreigners.
The Barmy Army spent so much this summer, they're being blamed for nudging up inflation, leading to a possible interest rate rise.
Inflation is creeping higher, and it's the English who are partly being blamed.
Yeah, you know, I actually blame all rate rises on the English. You know, there were no rate rises in this country before January 26th, 1788. Yeah, it's true. It's true. Yeah. Or as I like to call it, Inflation Day. But, yeah, better than you think. But don't worry, for savvy shoppers, there are still some good bargains around if you know where to look and who to ask.
Sydney's underworld has this morning been exposed, with police uncovering the shockingly low price it takes for crooks to commit serious crimes.
Turns out for just $1,000, someone in the underworld can get a victim assaulted or punched for $5,000. Grievous bodily harm can be carried out, and for $10,000, someone's home can be set on fire.
Yeah, I'll get a grievous bodily harm for the cousins, an arson voucher for Nan. Dad always wanted a kidnapping. That's Christmas sorted. To Friday, and the latest on the Epstein Files. And while the first rule of Fight Club is you do not talk about Fight Club, the first rule of Billionaire Perv Club is document literally everything.
Millions of pages from the government's file on Jeffrey Epstein now public. The Justice Department saying it marks their final release and includes thousands of videos and pictures.
More than 3 million pages of materials, and among those, more than 182,000 photos and videos.
That's a lot to go through. And let me tell you, when you do it on the train without headphones, people do not like it. Some familiar names have returned to the hottest 100 list that no one wants to be on, like President Trump and whatever Andrew's called now. But there were some new names to add to the cast. First up, Elon.
New emails from 2012 and 2013 show billionaire Elon Musk and Epstein coordinating a possible visit to the financier's infamous island.
The billionaire says the emails could be misinterpreted, and he declined repeated invitations to go.
Yeah, these things happen. You know, it's easy to misread someone's tone on an email. The last thing Elon wanted was to visit some wild party on Epstein Island. So what was in there that got so badly misinterpreted?
In one 2012 email, Musk asking, what day night will be the wildest party on your island?
See? He just wanted to know when the wildest party was so he could make extra sure he wouldn't be there. Elon wasn't the only billionaire on the list, with some huge allegations about Bill Gates.
Jeffrey Epstein claimed Bill Gates caught a sexually transmitted disease from sex with Russian girls, and that he planned with the disgraced financier to secretly slip his wife antibiotics.
Yeah, you know, I know how Melinda feels. Bill Gates gave me a virus too, and that was the last time I used Windows 95. Bill Gates was swift to respond to the allegations.
Gates released a stinging response via statement. These claims from a proven disgruntled liar, he says, are absolutely absurd and completely false.
A stinging response? That was the whole reason for the antibiotics in the first place. Saturday, and in showbiz news, step aside Nicole Kidman, Australia has a new red-haired cinematic superstar.
Pauline Hanson hit Sydney tonight, part of a nationwide tour to promote her new film. It's called a super progressive movie and is described as a satirical dive into Australia's political and cultural chaos.
The animated movie is executive produced by Pauline Hanson, who is also cast in the role of Prime Minister Pauline Hanson. Some suggest she only got the part because she slept with the executive producer, Pauline Hanson. So what's the film actually about?
A super progressive movie is an anti-woke take on Australia and its politics.
But what
what I know. I'm just a dumb white guy. My opinion doesn't matter.
Amen. You know, if there's one thing I know about Australia, it is that there is no place for dumb white guys to express their opinions. Last week, the Senator toured the film around the country, and for just $129, you could see the flick, plus get a souvenir ticket and have a meet and greet with Pauline. Or even better, for $0, you could not do any of that. It's a bargain. But Pauline's movie wasn't the only big premiere this week.
Here we go again.
Simply titled Melania, the US First Lady's documentary is already causing quite a stir.
Melania hit theaters this Friday, taking us inside the 20 days leading up to her husband's inauguration.
Melania said acting in the film was easy thanks to 20 years of experience pretending not to be repulsed by her husband. So what can we expect from the movie?
A lot of scenes of Melania Trump walking. She walks through St. Patrick's Cathedral in New York. She walks through the inauguration. She walks and walks and walks with the camera dutifully following her. But for a movie that walks so much, it really never goes anywhere.
She doesn't consider this a documentary.
No, she said it's not a documentary. It's a created experience.
It's one of the most blatant pieces of propaganda, I think, I can imagine. It's the sort of thing you'd expect from, like, North Korea.
Well, no, hang on a minute. That is actually something I would go and see. Ahead of its release, the film wasn't exactly setting the box office on fire.
Early ticket sales for the new documentary Melania not pointing to a blockbuster at this time.
One guy said, "I'd rather have a crushed glass and Tabasco enema than see the Melania film."
Writes one commentator. If they showed this on a plane, people would still walk out.
Hoyts has reportedly sold just one pre-sale ticket for the film.
Only one pre-sale ticket? Well, I guess that means I'll have the whole cinema to myself. But it doesn't matter how bad the movie is or how badly the movie bombs, because the point of the movie isn't the movie at all.
The documentary was bought by Amazon for $40 million, the most it's ever paid to secure the distribution of a single film. Some see this as an attempt by Amazon CEO Jeff Bezos to curry favour with the Trump clan.
Currying favour with world leaders by releasing docos about their loved ones who like walking is exactly why we keep making Albo's f***ing dog. Moving through to Tuesday and some shocking street violence in Melbourne.
Violence has spilled out onto Melbourne's notorious King Street, where two men have been involved in a bizarre fight with bouncers.
This outburst outside a gentleman's club has set the internet alight.
And so this video right here, mwah, chef's kiss.
After a man booted from the bar became collateral damage, the weapon a chair.
The incident at the strip club was recorded from more angles than the Kennedy assassination. And there are rumours of a second chair thrower stationed on the grassy pole. It all kicked off when two men were ejected for starting a fight. Once outside, things escalated quickly.
Once he figured out how to get past the automatic door, he grabbed a new weapon from the dining room. He took it outside and flung it down the street towards the bar entrance, but it struck his mate, who was back down on the footpath again. Security guards can't help but laugh, suspecting the missile was meant for them, and the thrower's reaction to his disastrous miscalculation clear.
That poor guy just can't believe that starting a fight in a strip club could somehow go horribly wrong. Now, I know what you're wondering, is everyone all right? Well, don't worry. Channel 7 has you covered.
It's understood no one called police or an ambulance. The chair is still standing.